Hey guys, I just want to say a quick thank you before we started. Almost at 400 views on that last video I did. Feels so good. Thank you so much for your support. Got 21 likes. Let's go, Mel. They love you. They love you making me suffer. And I definitely foresee that will continue. The suffering that is due to Mel. But today, before I cut into future thought, talking about stuff, I'm looking to do a couple things, but to populate this place, I am thinking that we probably are going to need some kind of villager breeder, which I wanted to avoid a little bit, avoid farms and stuff. And, well, I mean, like, in the lore, we'll kind of see that a little bit. I just want to, like, extend my, my playtime as much as possible in a way that is fun for me, and, making farms that just, like, give me anything can be, that when you have everything, at least for me, it's just like, okay, well, I'm done playing. But the reason I'm talking about this is to populate this place, I'm thinking that we are probably going to need a villager farm. So, I'm thinking that this this kind of episode here, is going to be me doing that before we get back to doing things that I had planned, if that makes sense. What Mr. Fitzgerald has planned for us, I should say. So, I'm going to look up a thing, like a YouTube tutorial. I'll link whatever I find in the description, and build that, get the materials for that, because it's just not only to, like, your time, but also my time, and just, like, in general, it's not going to work just piloting villagers back and forth, and, like, there's only so many over there. Like, when we went over there the first time, and even when I was exploring there, I only saw, like, 3, and that was, like, including Mel. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna need more for what I have planned, and I'll try and make it as humane as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna jump cut, but I wanted to talk to you guys in the present. Whoa. So I'm gonna do that. See ya. Wow. Thanks, Past Thog, for doing the intro. I remember you like you were yesterday. Because you were. As you'll see, I ended up doing a lot this time, starting with gathering materials for the villager breeder. I started by grabbing some sand from a nearby beach without making it look too unnatural. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in Minecraft, when you gather resources or terraform for resources near your house and it ends up looking like a desolate quarry. Luckily, I managed to avoid that. Afterwards, I started my journey back to the village where Mel took a vacation last time. I had only seen 1 or 2 other villagers when I had found Mel, so I wasn't too hopeful about them being there still. Lucky for me, there was one where I had found Mel last. I decided to cart him back before exploring the rest of the village. I wanted to ensure I had at least one villager safe and secure back at base. While traveling back, I saw a disturbing sight, but lacked the willpower to intervene. Boy, howdy, somebody should stop that fire. When I returned to the village, I had a nice chat with the villager and reminisced about my time doing this exact task with Mel. We're gonna need this to occur faster here. Thank you. You guys are being a lot more chill about this than Mel was, let me just say. On the way back home, the fire had progressed, but my will, unfortunately, had not grown with it. Oh no, someone should do something. Anyway. I then prepared my build chest with the necessary materials for the farm. I even sacrificed my bow to make a dispenser. Although, before you admire me for my commitment, I don't believe a single arrow has been fired in this series. I started scouting out a position for the farm. As Past Thog mentioned, I'm not super thrilled about using farms in this 3-week Minecraft phase world. I have made worlds with high output farms before that essentially make survival mode into creative mode, and while there's a lot of fun to be had doing that, and some of those farms may make their way into this world eventually, I want to keep things simple for now. That said, I believe this farm to be necessary. Anyway, I wanted to find a spot that wasn't too far away so that it would be super difficult to bring the villagers close, but not too close that I could see the farm. Ultimately, I decided to have it closer than I originally thought. But don't worry, perhaps there will be some reasons for this down the line. The farm was fairly easy to construct, and I didn't have too many issues getting the villagers inside. Honestly, the only problem was a user error, where, for some reason, I decided this villager was stuck on his previous profession, so he wouldn't enter the farm. If I had taken a second to slow down, I would have seen that he was already jobless, and the problem was just that the villager had the job block in the farm already. But I didn't. So this villager gets the boat. So, I went back to the village, gambling on finding another villager. Huh, look at that. Ah, kitty. Alright, I have terrible news. We are unfortunately going on a journey. I mean, I like how I said, yeah, I don't like to pillage villages, like, and break their stuff. I'm literally just taking their people. Oopsie. Oopsie. Okay. It might be. This village might be chalked, unfortunately. Oh, a horse. Is there anyone left other than that one guy? Okay, a scoot. Okay, does not look like it. So we're just gonna have to come back for him so we don't. Oh boy, so we don't take everybody from this village and just leave this one man here totally alone. We'll be back for you, man. I can't ring the bell. Get inside. Please. Alright, I'll be back for you. Well, I'm not pillaging a village anymore because nobody lives here. When I returned with my villager, I was able to realize my mistake and get him inside the farm. After a little bit of cleanup, I decided to wait around off camera to see if the farm would work. I had some difficulty setting it up and actually had found a significantly better farm just after completing this one, so I was feeling a little frustrated. While in the mines, I ran into a horde of zombies that almost killed me. Remember, my only piece of armor was an iron helmet that is now gone. I was able to stay alive, and to my surprise, I found my first dungeon, something I was pretty excited for. After some mining, I returned to the surface. Alright, small update. I got the hot stuff advancement. I went and got a lava bucket. We are in desperate need of coal. So, and I have not found any at all. I also managed to get a creeper to shoot or a skeleton to shoot a creeper, my bad, and I got chirp. So pretty happy about that. I did not get that on screen because I was just mining. And then I can barely find any iron, but I found like 20 diamonds. It was just absurd. I don't know, that with the new generation and stuff, I'm just not used to it. So, with that 64 blocks of wood I'm sacrificing, I'm gonna grab some more, and then I think I'll have enough for the project I want to do, and we'll be back in a second. So I'm gonna do that. All right. I got my charcoal. I got some wood. Trees have regrown. And I think we're good. So... oh boy, more signs. You are being evicted. Please remove your stuff from the road, Mr. Fitzgerald. He couldn't even bother to give me a book. He couldn't even bother. You seeing this? I'm getting evicted. I'm building this place up, and I'm getting evicted. I just built the community center for this guy that you voted, and now he's evicting me. He don't even care. He didn't even care. Well, the good news is that I was planning on doing something about this anyway. So, I am thinking... I might have a plan for this space here. So I'm thinking about building kind of an apartment-esque building here. I might have to take this tree down. And I'm definitely going to have to... I mean, this radius is very small. I'm definitely going to have to expand the road out. So, I think that I will do that. Let's expand the road out on camera and see what this looks like here. And this can always be changed, but just like, if I was going to have the road continue on this way, what kind of space would I have left to build? And we don't want to go that way because, well, you know, we don't want to acknowledge our crimes. So, what if we just wrap the road this way? Okay. So, that leaves this space here. And I think I could do something with this. I might run out of resources. My tools are about to break, so I'll have to make more. But I think that I can time-lapse it here. And just kind of, I don't really, I have like an idea of what I'd like it to look like, but not a super detailed one. So, we'll have to see. I don't want you guys to have to just sit here and watch me fiddle around with it in real time, because that will be hours. So, well, or at least longer than a video needs to be. So I will, I'll fix my tools, and we'll get a good angle of what's going on here. I apologize in advance if I'm repeating something you've already heard. I just want to talk a little bit real quick. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry for repeating myself if I have already, because I have filmed the outro for this video, like 2 or 3 times, because I know this video is gonna be pretty long. This build took a long time, and with the war crimes from earlier, it's just gonna be a huge episode. And I was going to end it a couple times, but then I started. You'll probably see it in the what's it called? Oh, tree grew. In the oh man, the speed up, the time lapse. There we go. My bad. So you'll probably see it in the time lapse. There's gonna be like a cut because this thing took so long. I mean, I was building for an hour and a half before I stopped, and I was like, okay, this episode is just gonna be so long. And I filmed an outro, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm heading out. I'm gonna work on this thing off camera. And so I started working on it off camera, and I was like, oh man, I'm actually like getting to a spot where like I'm much happier with how it looks. So so then I started recording again, and you know, the interior is not finished. There's still some things I want to do, and we'll probably do that next time, because I don't want to do too much off camera and then like you guys miss it. And that's pretty much it. Next time, we're gonna work on a couple things. Definitely furnish the inside. We need to get out of the road. We did not get to do that this time, so hopefully nothing crazy happens with that. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with it and sticking with an eventful episode, but a quieter, I'd say, potentially. I don't know. Editing me in the future can put something in here if it ended up being not what I thought it was. But yeah, as the sun sets, you know, let's put our worries away and meet next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys.